What is up? It is JS Sports here, back at it again with another college football predictions. I'm sorry for not doing last week. It was Thanksgiving, and I was with my family, so I couldn't do the last one. But yeah, that was a crazy week last week. Of course, you saw Auburn going on and beating Alabama, which was a super win for Auburn, because that sends them to play Georgia for the second time this season in the SEC Championship. But really, that was one of the only crazy things that happened, besides Miami losing to Pittsburgh, which that was a game I would never thought that Pittsburgh would win in my life. So anywho, let's get to the predictions. First one is USC versus Stanford. And this game is the Pac-12 championship, if you guys didn't know. And as you see, this is another game that they have played each other in the regular season. And USC dominated Stanford, and I think that they're going to keep that. And I think that USC is going to win out this game. Next game, the American Conference Championship, which is honestly a really underrated game, especially this year, because you have two top 20 teams playing in Memphis and UCF. But I think UCF is going to come out with this win, even though they did play only 11 games this year because of the delay. And Memphis and UCF should have played, actually, but it got canceled. So Memphis has played, UCF's only played 10 games. Memphis has played, 9 games. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They've played 11 games, and Memphis has played 12. So I think that UCF still going to come out with the win. I feel like they would have won in the regular season. I feel like they're going to win now. Next, the Big 12 Conference Championship. And, of course, another game that they played in the regular season with. And, of course, as you guys saw, Oklahoma gave them a beat down. And Oklahoma, with the best player and best offense in the nation, they're going to roll on and win the game against TCU. And now, the game, the SEC Championship, Georgia versus Auburn. Now, I'm not going to be biased here. I say that Auburn's probably... Georgia has been playing good in revenge games. That the teams that they've lost to, and then the next time or next year they came back and won. They're outscoring their opponents by over 100 of the rebound, like 10. Anyway, but again, Kerryon Johnson is going to be out this game, and he had one of the monster games of his career. He had 32 rushes for 167 yards. That's 5.2 yards per carry, which is honestly really impressive on 32 rushes. But I say Auburn. Georgia's going to keep it really, really close. Georgia's going to have a lead at one point. But I think Auburn's going to win it. I'm not counting on anything. The winner of that game will go on to the playoffs. And yeah, next go to Fresno State and Boise State. Honestly, I forgot which one they were in. So, hold on. Look it up. Boise State. Boise State. Conference. Boise State. Oh, they're Mountain West. I forgot they're Mountain West. They're Mountain West. The Mountain West Championship. I think Boise State's going to come out and take the game from Fresno, who is ranked 25th in the nation at this point. But I think Boise State has more power. That's my first upset. They just have more power in their lineup. Next, Ohio State, Wisconsin. This is the Big Ten championship. And again, another game that will decide who's going to the playoffs and who is not. Well, I mean, decides Wisconsin's going to the playoffs or not, and they are not going to go to the playoffs this year. Hey, no, Wisconsin has played absolutely nobody. They're 12-0 against the best team they played was Northwestern, and they barely beat them by 9. So yeah, anywho, yeah, and finally, last game, ACC championship, Miami versus Clemson. This game is where they're gonna be for the Home Depot thing. And I think that I really want Clemson to win. Miami's going to come out. They're going to win the game by probably about 7 because, I mean, Clemson's going to keep it real close. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, especially that loss against Pitt. But I think they're going to come back after that game because they had an extra day of practice, and they're going to come out and they're going to actually a rest and practice are going to come out and beat Clemson, and that will send them to the playoff. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. These are my predictions are going to be in the college football playoffs. I think Oklahoma going to be ranked number 1. Then we're going to have if Wisconsin loses, then we're gonna have Auburn at number 2. We're gonna have if Auburn wins, Auburn's gonna be number 2. If Auburn loses, they're at the playoffs, and Georgia's gonna be ranked number 4, behind maybe Alabama actually. Even though Alabama did lose, they're still ranked higher than Georgia, which I think is bogus. And maybe Alabama ranked if Georgia wins. Maybe Alabama ranked 4 and Georgia 3. So yeah, those are my picks. Oklahoma. It's gonna be Oklahoma. Oklahoma, Oklahoma, Georgia, Alabama, and Oklahoma, Georgia, Alabama, and Oklahoma, Georgia, Alabama, and Clemson, I think, is going to be number 4, even though they did lose to Miami. Either that or Miami's going to rank number 4. Anywho, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. And I'm going to make a schedule for this. I'm going to say, of course, I'm going to make a schedule. I'm going to post Tuesdays and Fridays. I have a video out. It's on Madden. It's Mutt Draft. And the team I didn't draft really good. But hey, it's all for you guys. And anywho, I will not be doing this next Friday because the bowl games don't start until maybe December the 28th. I'm pretty sure it's when they start. So I will do that. I will be posting those December 27th, right after Christmas. And yeah, happy December 1st, this much closer to Christmas. Hope you guys do have a Merry Christmas. And yeah, this is JS Sports signing out.